What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the Burnley away preview. Happy April Fool's Day to everybody. But this game, it's no laughing matter. No time to be joking around. This is a must-win game for both teams. It's Burnley against Manchester City at Turf Moor Saturday, April 2nd with a 3 PM BST kickoff time. Big game for Burnley, big game for Manchester City, as well as we're coming after the international break. But before I crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, and do subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 100 likes is the like goal, and also let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Let's crack on with this video. Let's talk about our opponents first. Burnley, currently sitting 19th in the Premier League, 4 points behind Everton in 17th, and Burnley could really do with a win here. Now, the international break, in my opinion, has come at the right time for them. They've lost the last 3 games, losing at home to Leicester 2-0. They followed that up with a home battering by 4-0 against Chelsea, and then in their last game away from home, they lost against Brentford by 2-0. They've not won in 4 games. That 4th game from there was a draw away from home against Crystal Palace 1-1. Not a bad result, but facts are they've not scored in the last 3 games. Confidence will be low, and they're looking in serious bother about being relegated from the Premier League down to the Championship. Now, the rest will have done the Burnley players some good. They haven't played in 3 weeks, so they've got a lot of energy for one last big push for them. 11 games left, 11 cup finals, and they could really do with 5, maybe 6 wins to stand a really good chance of being able to stay in the Premier League. And this is a home game. They'll be looking at this as a chance to perhaps take points, but it's just so difficult for them, and so they'll be fighting tooth and nail for everything. But on the other end of that, 3 weeks without playing means that Burnley could well look disjointed, and if that is the case and City are on it, then we could capitalise on maybe 1 or 2 early mistakes, 1 or 2 bits of miscommunication, or players just not used to playing with each other. It takes a little while to get back into the swing of things, which is natural when you've had 3 weeks off without playing regular first team domestic football. So if City can be on that, then we can punish them. Now, in terms of Burnley and their squad, where's the dangers? Well, Nick Pope, quality keeper, he's in goal. Nathan Collins was sent off against Brentford, so he's suspended. So James Tarkowski, their other centre-back, is really going to have to take up the lead of everything there and try and lead Burnley from the back to try and keep a clean sheet. They do have some pace out wide. Aaron Lennon's quick. Dwight McNeil always seems to do well against us, so trying to get the ball out wide and try and push against Manchester City's high line could well be an outlet for them. They do normally go with a 4-4-2 formation. We could well be seeing Maxwel Cornet and possibly Jay Rodriguez or Ashley Barnes, or Rodriguez and Barnes starting together. I think that's a dangerous game for Burnley to go for, with a 2-man midfield going up against the quality of players like Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne in the middle. That's going to be very difficult, and if we're playing Foden in that false 9 dropping deep as well, it just becomes ever more difficult, and City will find the space, particularly if Burnley are going to sit deep, which is what I'm expecting Sean Dyche's men to do here. Westwood and Brownhill sitting in the middle as well. I fancy if Manchester City can be physical in the middle and work our way around Burnley, pass it around them, pass them to death, so to speak, then we've got every chance in this game. And as always, as long as we're clinical in front of goal, I'm confident that we can win this game. Now, for Manchester City, this is a must-win game. Why? Liverpool are just 1 point behind us. Liverpool actually play in the early kickoff on Saturday. So Liverpool, if they draw, will go top of the Premier League. If they win, they'll go 2 points ahead of Manchester City. We've got to presume that Liverpool win that game against Watford at Anfield. Watford struggling in 18th. It isn't an easy home game that for Liverpool. It isn't a gimme, and so these games become very tricky when they're fighting for everything at the bottom. But like I said, we have to presume that Liverpool win that game, and because of that, we need to go in with the right mentality and the right preparation, and all that matters from this game is getting 3 points. Nothing else is good enough. We're at that point now in the season where we need to be winning every single game. We need to be on it in this game. We need to win this game. People are speaking about Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, the next 4 games that are coming up after this game. This, to me, is the most important game that we've got coming up. Why? Because it's our next game and we must win this game. Only then, once we've played this game, if we win this game, is when we can turn our focus to Atletico Madrid, play that game, move on, then focus on Liverpool. That is the way for us to go and get success from this final push at the end of the season. All focus must be on Burnley. We must be taking this serious, and to me, we must be going with our strongest 11 possible. Now, we do have Liverpool in our next home game in the Premier League. To me, it's so important that we sit top of the Premier League heading into that game, because it does mean that Liverpool must beat us at the Etihad, and that's a difficult thing to do. We know we've got a bit of leeway. A 0-0 at the Etihad is a good result for us as long as we're sitting on top of the Premier League. That's what's riding on this game and Liverpool's game, who are playing before us. So Liverpool will be heading into that game thinking we've got an opportunity here to put Man City under serious pressure. Manchester City on the other end of that can say, we know what we need to do. Liverpool are having a really good winning streak, so at Manchester City, they need their own, basically, is what I'm getting at here. And so Manchester City need to make sure that they do turn up. Like I said, we do play Atletico on Tuesday night. It's our quarter-final first leg game in the Champions League. We just simply cannot afford to have our brain on that. It has to be thinking about the strongest 11 and winning this game. If we get ourselves in a comfortable position, 2 or 3 goals up, heading into the latter parts of the games, players that have needed a bit of a rest, or players that are looking a bit disjointed, or players that we're thinking will definitely be starting against Atletico Madrid, get them off, get the players on. But that's only if this game is going very, very well. If not, just stick with what we've been doing. Now, team news for Manchester City. John Stones picked up a small knock on international duty. It isn't believed to be that serious, but serious enough for him to be sent home from the England camp back to Manchester City. He's a doubt, I would say, for this game. The big question is Ruben Dias. How close is he to returning for Manchester City? His injury was 4 to 6 weeks. Well, we're at the 4-week point now. Is it 4 weeks? Is it 6 weeks? We'll get the answer on when the teams are announced for this game. We'll get the big answer as to whether Ruben Dias is fit. If Ruben Dias isn't in the squad, he won't be starting against Atletico Madrid. I can guarantee you that right now. So that's the big question. I don't think John Stones will feature in this game against Burnley. Why risk him with the big games coming up? We do have 2 fit centre-backs good to go, which is Aymeric Laporte and Nathan Ake. Yes, they both play on the left side. One needs to go on the right side, and whoever goes on the right side needs to make it their own and do a good job. We're at that point in the season now, no time for let-up. So, I'm going to pop up my team prediction now for you. I'm going for Ederson in goal, Walker at right back, Cancelo at left back. Walker suspended for the game against Atletico, so he must be starting in this game. I'm going for Laporte to go on the right-hand side and Ake on the left-hand side. I'm going for Rodri to sit as our holding midfielder, De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva in the middle, Mahrez on one wing. I'm going for Jack Grealish on the other, just purely because I think Raheem Sterling's a bit isolated in this game. Burnley are going to sit very deep, and so having a player that's quick and likes to find the space and move, I'm not too sure would be useful in this game. I'd get him on the bench though, and if needed, bring him on. Having him run at some tired Burnley legs would do us the world of good, and I'm going for Foden to be sitting and playing as our false 9. So that's Jesus, Sterling, Gundogan, Dino, possibly Stones or Diaz on the bench. Bring them on if we need to, but we should have enough with our strongest 11 to beat Burnley if we do turn up and we do play to the best of our ability and we put our opportunities away. Now, in terms of my betting tip, it's a difficult one, this one, but I'm going for Riyad Mahrez to score any time because he is the man in form. He's a brilliant football player. Him and Foden, you could go with one apiece, would be a good and interesting bet, in my opinion, to see what happens. I'm backing City to get a clean sheet, so I don't think this will be both teams to score. And actually, speaking of clean sheets, my score prediction for this game, I'm going for Manchester City to win this game by 2-0, and that puts us in a really good position for a bit of confidence heading into these massive games coming in. And if Manchester City do have that killer second goal, that 2-goal cushion that we're looking for, and it does get towards the 70th minute, like I said, I'd start making them subs and getting the players to really start to get a bit of rest and get a bit of a few minutes in their legs, ready for the games against Atletico, against Liverpool, and then Atletico in that second leg, and then Liverpool in the semi-final of the FA Cup as well. There's so many big games, but our focus needs to be here. So let's go. Premier League football is back. The game is not on TV in the United Kingdom, but I will be doing a live watch along to keep you guys up to date with everything happening in this game. So if you want to go and tune in for that, I will be live at 2:30 PM BST on Saturday. The link will be out tonight for you to go and set your reminders for tomorrow for this big Premier League game. Thank you everybody for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. 25k subscribers is the aim. We're now less than 400 subs away from 23,000 subscribers. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and also sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Once more, like goal is 100 likes. And also don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. And I'll see you all again tomorrow for the live watch along of this big Premier League game. One final big push with so many cup finals and so many big games coming up for everybody to enjoy. And it all starts here, Burnley away. I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.